Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. We are continuing our journey to Sagittarius A star, the big black hole at the center of the galaxy. We are almost there. We have less than 40 jumps to go. We started out way back over here at the bubble, and I don't know, 400-ish jumps later, we're we're getting pretty close to reaching our destination. Now, that said, the amount of attention that this series has garnered along the way has, convinced me that we should continue on to Beagle Point after this. So, we'll continue doing things as we have been. There won't be any change in the format. We're just going to continue the journey all the way out to Beagle Point and see how long everybody kind of sticks along for the ride. We'll sell all of our data that we've accumulated so far once we get to the station near Sagittarius A star. I got to look it up again. One of my viewers did leave me a comment letting me know where that was, and I'll either go find that or I'll look it up again on the internet. That way we can get all of our data that we've collected so far nice and safely sold, and then we can fly out to Beagle Point. You know, continue doing all of this and sell it all over again once we get out there. And then, I can make another decision as to how this series is going to continue, depending on how many people stick around. A, stick around as we get out there, and then B, if you guys want to watch a return trip, or if you guys want to, have a different destination. We don't necessarily have to go straight back to the bubble. If there are other places you guys would like the adventure to head towards, please let me know in the comments. I mean, obviously, we're not anywhere close to thinking about that right now. We still got quite a ways to. We still have a couple more videos probably before we even get to Sagittarius A star. Oh. All right, so we're looking for biological features up there at the top right. That's what we're trying to find. I'd like to find at least 2 though on a single planet, because going to a planet just to grab some bacteria is not exactly my idea of fun. So let's check out these last 2 here, and if neither of them have biological sources, nope. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and skip this one and head out of here. So we generally get between 5 and 15 jumps, just depending on how lucky or unlucky we get regarding the different biological sources that we're able to find. So, using that kind of estimate for each of the episodes, I'd say we have 3 to 4 episodes left, including this one, before we reach that big black hole. I know some of you have said that you're really looking forward to reaching that. If you haven't seen the black hole at the center of the galaxy before, it's pretty interesting. It's not how I wish that they would have done it, but it's still pretty interesting. I did have a comment discussion with somebody in one of my videos where they were talking about how they were pretty disappointed with the black hole once they got there, and having seen it myself a couple of times, I have to say I do agree for the most part. The effect that they chose for it is pretty cool, but when you think about a black hole, you have a certain image in your mind, and I kind of wish that they had gone with more of that kind of an image, because it just would have been much more stunning, and I don't know. I know I'm spoiling it for some of you. You're kind of destroying the anticipation, but I also don't want you guys to be crushingly disappointed if you've been following this so far. You're looking forward to seeing this epic black hole, and then we get there and it's like, well, okay. I mean, it's cool, but you know what I mean. So it's a cool experience. It's just it's not going to be the epic visual that you're probably have in your mind right now. It's not quite. All right, so we got a couple of geological there. A couple more geological there. Really looking for biological though. So, when I was thinking of a black hole, especially a really big one, like what's supposed to be at the center, given all of the different videos that we've all seen of black holes in, TV shows and things like that, the way they kind of describe what they look like, I had this vision of a swirling mass of brightly colored charged particles and matter and all of this other stuff swirling around this crazy thing, and if you got too close to it, it would tear your ship apart, blah blah blah. And then when I got there, I was like, oh. The effect is still pretty cool. I don't want to make it seem like it's completely worthless or anything. It's just, it's not, when you think of a black hole, given what popular culture has shown us the black hole to be, doesn't quite meet your expectations. So, not trying to disappoint you ahead of time, just managing expectations, because the black hole it's cool, but not what you're expecting. I don't know how else to put that. It is what it is. So I'm really glad that this series, it's kind of unexpected. My hunting series was my primary series that I was doing, and obviously, it's still relatively popular. But for whatever reason, my Elite Dangerous content has just kind of, I don't want to say exploded, but just compared to the videos that I've had so far, this series has definitely gotten a lot more attention than my hunting stuff did, which is, I mean, I guess it's not that weird, because the format for this is very different from my hunting format. In my hunting videos, there's a lot of cuts and everything, so I'm almost exclusively just talking about the game, and I think, I mean, clearly, a couple of my viewers have... Okay, come on, get me out of the thing. A couple of my viewers have told me that, the draw for them for these videos is just the fact... is exactly what I've been saying on a couple... Wait, what was that? Oh, it's a water world. We're gonna go scan that. I wasn't paying attention to... I didn't describe the format before we started because I was so busy talking about the future. I'll try to remember to do that as we head towards this water world. But yeah, a couple of people have made it clear that, the draw for them... Oh, there's a biological one on there. The draw for them... I know, I keep stopping to say what I'm saying because I keep getting distracted. The draw for them is the conversation. They like the format as far as me talking a lot and, something other than just stating what I'm doing in the game. I find that videos like that in general on YouTube tend to do well, and I think a lot of that is just the fact that there's just a much larger number of, I don't know, like, natural born introverts, or if it's just the fact that, back in the day, introverts weren't able to be introverts because, you kind of had to go out and do things. you didn't really have much of a choice. If you wanted anything to get done, you kind of had to go out into the world and deal with people. So I think the internet, this information age that we live in, has allowed us introverts, because I am absolutely an introvert. I know I get on these videos and I talk a lot. That's kind of because I have to. If I don't talk, then you guys are going to be bored out of your mind, so I kind of force myself into it. I am the kind of introvert who has the capability of, morphing myself into an extrovert for very brief periods of time. But I definitely have that thing where, social interaction is a drain on my, battery, or how they say that, extroverts get charged up from being around other people. Introverts get drained by being around other people. So, I definitely feel better after I'm done with a social interaction, being able to go and just have some alone time and kind of recharge that social battery. So I get out, but I served as a Marine for 11 years, and you can't exactly stay an introvert in that kind of environment and have any kind of success. So you learn to get over the social issues that you have and figure out how to interact with people. So but I think the point I've been kind of trying to labor towards the last couple of minutes is that a lot of introverts still need, all of us, we all need that social interaction. And for introverts, they can get kind of a sort of version... Oh, I'm off the screen. They can kind of sort of get a version of that by hopping onto a video and just listening to someone else talk. And then the benefit of that is that when you feel like you've gotten as much talking as you want, you turn the video off and you don't have to be rude and say, all right, I'm leaving now. So I definitely understand the appeal of it. I think most of us who are introverts, that's kind of what we're looking for. We want to be able to have control over the social environment that we're in, and being able to just, turn off YouTube or go watch something else or whatever. You get tired of listening to me talk, you can just pop off the video and go find something else to do. Whereas in a real-life social situation, not so easy. You gotta try to politely extricate yourself from that situation, and a lot of times that's really hard to do without being a jerk. So the repetitive thing that you've been seeing me do, let me actually go over it first, is that we hop into a system, we pop our system scanner, we check the map to see if anything has been discovered already, and then we hop into the full spectrum system scanner once we're past the star, just to see if there are any of those high value worlds. We're looking for Earth-like worlds, ammonia worlds, and water worlds. If we can find those and scan those are worth a lot of money. They're worth flying over to grab. And then if there are 15 or less bodies in a system, we'll go ahead and do the entire system in the full spectrum system scanner looking for biology. Any more than 15 is just really it's a, I don't want to say risk to reward, but it's an effort versus benefit kind of analysis there, where the amount of time that you have to spend going past 15 versus the chances of actually finding a biological signature, the kind of biological signature that I'm looking for, you start getting diminishing returns on the time that you spend doing that, because you would think that a system with more bodies in it has a higher chance of having biological signatures on at least on one of them. But that's kind of the gambler's fallacy there. You have no guarantee that more bodies equals a higher chance of finding anything. And sometimes it would really suck to spend, a bunch of minutes trying to scan a system only to find out that there was nothing there. You sit there and scan like 40 bodies and it still ends up not having any biological signatures in it. So I kind of set the limit at 15 because it seemed like a decent number. It seemed like a decent number for us to go after, where we're not skipping too many systems, but we're not wasting a bunch of time scanning large systems that are only going to have, maybe some geologicals in it, and that's it. And that always sucks. So we're just looking for at least 2 biological signatures up there in the top right corner as we continue zooming in on these. So just like everything, you kind of have to set some guidelines as to how you're going to conduct yourself on these journeys. Set some rules so that you're not wasting a bunch of time continually going after. I mean, it's like the whole it's the whole gambling thing, right? You have to set some limits so that you're not wasting time and money when it's clearly not going to be worth your time and money. So that's kind of the idea behind the 15 body limit. I mean, sometimes I'll fudge it a little bit if it's like 16 or 17, depending on how I feel. But for the most part, you start getting up towards 20, and that's definitely no. I'm not wasting my time on that. That's a lot of bodies to scan. All right, so we got some geological, but I didn't see any biological in there. So time to move on to the next system. I know we're 13 minutes into this video, but the primary purpose of this journey has been to level up this commander's exobiology rank. I don't remember exactly how far we are along in that. I think we're some kind of documentation thing or something like that. We are a compiler. I knew it was some kind of information-related thing. Trying to get up to elite. That would be nice. I have to imagine that definitely by the time we get to Beagle Point, we'll have made that. Oh, I guess we're going to scan this system too. I have to imagine by the time we get to Beagle Point, we'll definitely have made elite by then. But, I have a fair amount of rank already in this. So maybe by the time we get to Sagittarius A-star, we'll have already made elite. And then maybe we'll kind of adjust our expectations moving forward after that. Because once you hit elite, depending on what it is, I know some of them have multiple levels of elite. I don't know that I necessarily want to continue focusing on exobiology as our primary goal if we get elite after that. But obviously, if we don't quite make it, then our journey to Beagle Point will continue to be focusing. All right, there's a biological there, but I really want 2. Okay, here we go. So we'll definitely go land on that planet unless we find something that has even more biology on it. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything new there. Swing around. What am I missing? Just trying to follow the orbits of this stuff. So we have one small little planetary system somewhere. Gotta find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Over here and look at this one. Geological 3. Not exactly what we're looking for. Okay, that takes care of all of the asteroids. Another 3 geological one. Alright, so it looks like we're going to head towards this guy here. He's a little far away, so we will definitely be putting a cut in here. Let me get my Super Cruise Assist on so it'll line me up perfectly. Then we'll max out our throttle until we get within 7 seconds, and then go land and find some biology. So I'll be back in just a second as we cover this 4,300 light seconds. Alright, we are approaching the... This has turned out to be a whole separate star system over here. I guess that makes sense since we could see the orbit lines from so far away. But since we were getting close to the star over here, I just kind of wanted to bring it in. It's always nice to see the pretty stars close up like that. Especially because a lot of times we're facing away from the star by the time we're ready to start moving quickly. Waited too long to slow down for that, so we're probably gonna... Yeah, we're gonna have to do the loop of shame. Oh well. The price I pay for giving you guys nice visuals. It was worth it. That's fine. We'll do the loop, spin around, get our scan done, land down there, find out what awesome biology there's gonna be. So generally, we need to get right around 0.15 light seconds away before we're close enough to do the scan. We'll get our probes out there, and then hopefully we'll get a decent filter that will allow us to narrow down where the non-bacterial item is. So that'll be nice. Just had to click and make sure my mouse is inside the window. Get this. We need 6 probes total. And this is the pattern I do for larger planets anyway, so we will get that efficiency bonus. You get a bonus for, you can see down in the bottom right where it says efficiency target, you get a bonus if you can get the scan completed in the number of probes that it tells you or less. I'm not sure why. Okay, so we definitely want to make sure stratum, that's going to be some kind of rock, it's going to be the rock looking ones, I think. But we definitely want to have that set up so that we don't land in a place that has none of the stratum. And then I do want to make sure that we're, oh, hold on, get the Super Cruise Assist turned off. We do want to make sure we're landing on the light side so that we're not having to do this in the dark, because that's always pretty lame. So we'll do something like this, and hopefully find a nice flat... I mean, I guess this area over here to the left is a little flat, and it's relatively large. But I think we'll go... Yeah, let's just go with this one. It's in the sunlight. Go straight down, and then we'll angle up to get outside of the red zone. Slow down. Yeah, I appreciate the comment from the person who said that they agreed about the planetary landing thing. This having to finagle your throttle all the way down so you don't come in too fast it's definitely something I wish that they would fix. That they would adjust. Just let me do full throttle and have the ship automatically adjust to come down in so I can get down as quickly as possible, because having to worry about whether you're going slightly too fast and then you slam into the atmosphere is not something I should really have to worry about. I don't mind this glide part. Like, the process itself doesn't necessarily bother me. It's fine. Just make it so that I can minimize the amount of time it takes me to have to do this part. You know what I mean? Oh, man, this sucks. I hate it when they make it seem like it's going to be super flat because of the way that the scanner makes the terrain look. And then you get down here and it's super ripply and stuff. All right. So so actually, hold on. Oh. Let's turn on our night vision so that hopefully it will highlight any of these areas that we're trying to find. Go ahead and get my landing gear down. Yo.
Landing gear deployed.
What? All right, I'm good. Oh. What's going on here? All right, I'm not sure. Why is my... Okay, I don't know. My controls feel weird for some reason. So these are just rocks, yeah? Oh, but that's what we're looking for right there. Oh my god, I feel like my ship is just all over the place right now. Why am I not backing up? I apologize for the ridiculousness this is going on. The ship is... Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. The way the ship is handling right now is not making any sense to me. Must have some kind of mental block or something going on that's just really screwing with my perception of how the ship should be flying based off of the inputs that I'm getting it. I have to imagine it's not the game's fault. That's got to be me. This is not something I can blame on the game, because normally I fly just fine and it's not a problem, but this morning I'm super struggling with it. Stratum tectonicus lime. So we need to get 2 more of those. If we happen to see some decent looking bacteria, then we'll grab it, but I don't generally worry too much about the bacteria. I feel like my forward thruster right now is just it has a lot more thrust than it normally does. I'm normally able to kind of fly around like a helicopter when I'm, you know how you kind of angle down and, all right, come on. Oh, that was it. Give me the blue. There we go. How you kind of angle down towards the ground and, you know, push forward on the stick and have the vertical component of lift just kind of drag you forward. I can generally do that in the ship here, but I don't know. Right now, I'm just really struggling with it. I don't know why. I feel like the forward component of my thrust is just really strong, stronger than I'm used to, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing that's making it do that. Maybe I don't know. It's probably because I'm trying to hold it down instead of just... Okay, yeah, I think that's what it was. I can't hold down the forward thrust. It has been a few days since I've played this game, so I think that's probably what's going on. It's just I'm trying to be too heavy-handed with my controls. I need to get that fine-tuning back in. Because I use a joystick in my right hand and then the keyboard in my left hand. My joystick controls my attitude. My left hand controls my thrust in all the different directions that there are. And you have to have a little bit of up and down motion with the key presses there, because you can't just hold it down. Otherwise, you just get max thrust the entire time. But anyways, since I didn't see any bacteria, we're going to go ahead and call it there. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more viewers. The more people we can get along for this ride, the better. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my videos, in addition to several other perks depending on the tier that you chose. So be sure to click that join button and decide if any of those are right for you. Your support is greatly appreciated and will help me turn this into a full-time job rather than just kind of something I'm doing trying to get there. So anyways, again, I really appreciate your time. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you for the next one.